Ignore that. Uh, so I should be asleep. I really can't sleep right now. Uh, Channel update so I can talk more about myself. My sleeping schedule regularly gets fucked. And typically speaking, it's during nights when I'm trying but I can't sleep that I feel the need to do something creative. But instead, I have a channel update I've been meaning to do for a while. Consider this a... Hey, Paradox. Consider this a less, what's a good word? Pretentious version of the previous video I made about my channel. Because, ooh boy, can I do that pretentious D-bag angle. Probably also less serious. Basically, my whole thought here is that there are predominantly 3 things I want to try and do. Now, I am heading back to school, kind of. I'm only doing online classes, so we'll see what happens there. So I'll try not to have all that get in the way, but because I really don't have a lot to do at home and I'm very bad about actually having a social life, I want to try and release videos not necessarily more consistently, just more often. Be it me doing dumb live streams of whatever I feel like showing off, or actually doing episodes of Let's Plays. Also, a while back, I got a new computer. Paradox helped me a lot with this, so anyone who's watching this after live stream, give props to him, man. He kind of helped make the dream real. And I'm being totally shameless about it. So now I have a computer that I think I can go back to doing recording for that. And what I want to do with that is finish up some Let's Plays I started. I'm gonna start back up with Humaniki. Not sure how I'm gonna handle it, to be honest, because I would have to start over since my save file got borked. So I can't really call it blind anymore, but at the same time, the last time I played Humaniki was the most recent upload of that Let's Play. So I've forgotten a lot. Basically the only thing I remember about the game is that the red maze of hell I shouldn't have gotten through by accident. And, spooky face man that appears sometimes when you turn the lights off. That's like the only 2 things I remember clearly. No, 2 of the 3 things. The other thing I definitely remember clearly is there being an area where I made a comment about maybe, Madotsuki was into microbiology because it all looked like cells and shit. Either way. So, I don't know, I'm gonna talk to some people about that, see what they think. If any of you guys have any thoughts on that, leave comments below. For Fire Emblem, I'm gonna get back on that. I'm at least gonna finish Roy's story if I can help it. I don't know if I'll do Hector, but Ellawood. Not playing Binding Blade. I'm playing, Rekka no Ken. What does Rekka no Ken mean? Blazing? Whatever. Fire Emblem 7. Fire Emblem GBA. For the, less weeby Western audience. I say as I, show a little bit more of my power level than I should. ah, um, and then with Persona, or I should finish my thought. With Fire Emblem, I'm gonna, because that save file got borked too, I'm going to be probably downloading just a save. I'm either going to be downloading a save file that already has Lin Complete, or I'm going to be using like GameShark codes or something to auto-unlock Ellawood so that I can just redo my steps from the few missions I already have done up. And then we'll see what happens from there. This is actually a really good game to do channel update videos on because it's like idle work. You guys have pretty numbers to look at. I have something to do with my hands. It's not very distracting for either of us. Except when I openly talk about it. I'm sorry. I should be asleep, but I'm not. I'm not tired. Physically, I'm not tired. Mentally, however, I'm like, kill me. So, and then with Persona, I think I only need to just retrace my steps. Basically, just rewatch the videos I have up, see where I left off, the works. I feel like there's another. And then with Devil May Cry, that will be an ongoing thing fucking forever, man. I'll keep doing Devil May Cry. I promise you I won't quit Devil May Cry 4 until I've completed all 3 stories. Will I do Bloody Palace? Who knows? Probably not. I don't think I'll do Bloody Palace. I'm not that good. I feel like if I were to do Bloody Palace, I'd want to do Bloody Palace all the way through, instead of just live streaming me getting my ass kicked. Which I don't think would be fair. Not really. Let me think. What else? I feel like there's something else. Oh yeah. Also, as a follow-up to my previous video, for those of you who didn't watch it. I am thinking of doing readings or recordings, audiobook style thing for my own writing. Normally I keep my writing separate from my channel, and I don't really know why I even do that, to be honest. I feel like both of my creative sides should merge together. I really do feel that way. So I'm going to be doing some audio readings of that. Those definitely won't be live streamed. I'll be doing those in private and uploading them. Gonna have some static background picture that I personally find vaguely irrelevant to the story. I don't know how I'm going about that. I'm thinking I might just like search through DeviantArt, try my luck, kill myself because I wasn't careful enough with keywords and got like some weird fetish shit. You know. And then if I find something good, I'll ask them, hey, can I use this? And if they're like, yeah, sure, dude, I'll link it back to them and then link the video to them. You know, I'll make things work. Also, for the Let's Plays that I'm finishing up, I won't be live streaming those. I'll be finishing them the way they started, just recordings that I did up. I'll do some minimal video editing, just so that they're not a slog to go through. Like, God knows Persona will be... If I don't, like, jump cut or fast forward through battles, Persona will take fucking forever, because I have a tendency to get lost, especially if I'm trying to fill out the map, which I may do without realizing I'm recording, you know. Uh, and the encounter rate it's not that bad. Like, it's tough early game, but it's not that bad overall. I can auto through a lot of fights, but it's like, I'm gonna rewatch the older Persona videos and be like, God damn it, me. A video edit, dude, get that shit out. I think the way I handled it before was that I was just pause the recording and hope I remembered to unpause the damn recording, which sometimes I didn't, and I recognize that, and that's really bad of me. But yeah, that really is gonna be every fucking video. I don't know if I'm gonna fast forward through Fire Emblem. I think Fire Emblem I'm gonna leave relatively alone. I know I'm going to do very minimal video editing, if any at all, for Yumeniki. I feel like Yumeniki and Fire Emblem, it's probably best that I just leave them be and only, like, do video editing just to say, you know, fuck the random encounters in Persona. Eventually. And then, eventually I'll do other Persona games, though. I don't know how I want to handle doing... I don't know how I want to handle doing Eternal Punishment of 2. Because I think I only played a little bit of Innocent Sin. I don't think I ever played Eternal Punishment. Or maybe it's the other way around. Who knows? Either way, I want to do the PSP versions of every game. Which means I might temporarily stop at 3 until I have a way to do 4 and 5. Oh well. Sucks to be me for not having a Vita, right, guys? Yeah. And then I don't think I'll do any other Fire Emblem game after 7. Just because strategy games like, or turn-based strategy games like Fire Emblem or XCOM are just really, really draining on me. Yeah, I really do need Vita for Weeb games. It sucks. I just want my JRPG and visual novel machine. That's all I want. Oh well. I also know I said I'd do Pokemon. I think I said I'd do Crystal when I did Gen 2. Which I guess leads to the question of, okay, why are you doing Crystal if you did Red instead of Yellow? And that's basically just because I don't care about Yellow. I just don't. I do want to do third versions Gen 2 onward, but I'm just bringing that up because I know I said I'd do it, and it was brought to my attention that I said I'd do it a little bit ago. Like earlier today, by one of my viewers. I don't think I'll do any Devil May Cry game other than 4. I'm just spitballing ideas here, guys. I might do other RPG Maker games. I might do a very minimalistic Let's Play of my own RPG Maker game that I made. Basically just enough to show people that I did a thing, and then just leave a link down below with just instructions on how to make it work. Because some people I've talked to have had problems getting RPG Maker games to work with the way RPG Maker compresses files and all that. Oh well. No, I mostly just don't want to pander to people who actually know what they're doing. I think I should be helpful to people who don't. I will say when I do audio recordings, I'm going to do I'm not gonna do what was originally suggested. Yeah, thank God it's not Game Maker. Holy shit. You want to talk unstable code, man? Die. God damn. But yeah, for my audio readings, I was originally requested to do my favorite and least favorite of my own writing, but not really give context on which is which. However, I feel like I wouldn't be able to do that in the way I was requested to, just because my most favorite of my writing, it's pretty obvious it's my most favorite, so the surprise factor really wouldn't be there. So instead, I'm just going to do one that I'm slightly embarrassed by and one that I'm rather proud of, and not say which is which, just let people have a guess as to what they think it is. It'll be interesting to see how much my viewership knows me. You know? I have the two in mind already as well. I'll need to... For one of them, the background image, I've already gotten permission to use because it was an image made specifically for that project because of a deal that fell through. I'll double check with the original creator just to make sure that that's okay, but we'll see what happens. The other one will take a bit of searching to see. It'll take a bit of searching to see if I find something good for it. Who knows? Maybe a good image for it will just kind of already be there waiting for me. Might be a nice surprise. But I'm not going to get my hopes up. Either way, I'll do some testing with all my recording stuff. When I have a good day to myself, so that I can just focus on it, you know? Okay. Oh, that is the tired kicking in. We'll see if the tired will allow me to sleep after this. I feel like there's something I'm missing. I really do feel like there's something I'm missing. Let me think. Oh, yeah. Also, I have been doing a collaborative Let's Play for Gauntlet Dark Legacy, I believe is the version, with Regal Soul on his channel. I don't think I'll link it below. It's one of the featured channels on my homepage. Congruent Paradox is also a featured channel there. Go check him out. Seriously. Both of them are somewhat small channels, from what I can tell. I mean, I'm a super small channel, so it's kind of hard for me to talk relatively about stuff like this because it's all kind of in the same vein I am. I know that most of my popularity comes from either a lot of my older stuff before I really had a handle of what I wanted to make and I was just doing things off the top of my head to be weird and stupid. And also from my recent Dissidia stuff because I spread that shit like wildfire. I think one of my Dissidia videos is currently my most viewed video that I need to check. Aha! That means I'm doing my job, Paradox. Regal, he, I think the majority of his channel is my Let's Play with him for Gauntlet Dark Legacy. I heard that he's also been uploading a bit of Skyrim on there, but I haven't double-checked myself, to be honest. Ah! Yeah! I found the Korok! That's what they're called. Hey, Machi. Uh... Machi. Yeah, too long didn't read in video description. That is what's up. That and I can't sleep even though I need to sleep. Kill me. I'm currently doing shameless advertising for channels that are miraculously smaller than I am as well. Just the like dudes on my featured list. Nothing more. Let's see, where was I? Yeah, Regal does Gauntlet, Dark Legacy, and maybe a bit of Skyrim. I'd have to check. Or you can check. You can check too. Go check, dear viewers. Actually, Machi, I need to check out that really shit vid then. Actually, Machi, I did mention earlier in the video that I will be considering doing Pokemon Crystal once I've rounded up more of the other active LPs that I'm doing. It's Pokemon Crystal is one of the 2 Let's Plays that I'm most looking forward to starting. Even though Pokemon Red was a fucking train wreck, and how it didn't get on and how it didn't get on Retsupre is beyond me. It really did deserve to. It really did. Holy shit, it's bad, man. It almost did from what I hear, too. Oof. Granted, maybe it's a good thing it didn't. That's not exactly what I want my channel to be popular for. Ugh. I say, and yet I still have it on my homepage like a dip. Ugh. Machi, your obsession with my Pokemon Red LP is what will ruin my channel. I hope you know that. You and like 2 other people who I forget off the top of my head. Let's see. Other people on my featured thing that are other small channels I want to boost. Lyriox776. I think that's the full thing. She just started back up making videos. Does a lot of particularly hard games before. Because the channel just started, it's hard to say exactly what direction she'll be taking things in now, but I feel like because she just came off a really long and unwanted hiatus, I should do some attention boosting. I really do feel like it's kind of my duty as a not exactly small channel, or at least a bigger one than hers, to signal boost. Let's see. Who else is on there? There's also Dapstapluke, which he doesn't really have a theme with what he does. He just kind of live streams whatever the fuck he wants to live stream when he decides to live stream. I can respect that. I don't know, it's hard for me to talk about his content just because it's so wild and varied what he'll do. If you're looking for consistent gameplay footage of like any one game, he's not a good channel, but he's very down to earth about his content. He's very genuine with how he does it. And it shows with the fact that he doesn't really have any rhyme or reason. He's popped up in a few of my videos. I've popped up in a few of his. It's I do enjoy how genuine he is. And then the final character, the final channel I do have on my little featured list is Congruent Paradox, who he did make a little trash video earlier today, apparently, that I totally didn't watch because I'm a terrible person. So I'm not going to talk about that. I know he used to do a lot of stuff with Spyro. I think maybe... I'm not No, it's someone else I'm thinking of who did Crash stuff. Someone who's on Twitch, so I can't make them a featured channel. Oh, go follow 11th Ancestor on Twitch. He does a lot of Crash. He did a lot of Crash things. But no, and nowadays, or up until possibly recently, depending on what that coming soon is all about, Congruent Paradox did a fuckload with Shovel Knight. You want to see good Shovel Knight gameplay for both base game and its expansions? Go to Paradox's channel. He's good. And he's what's the word? Dedicated. I think out of my little circle, Paradox is probably the most dedicated Let's Player to focusing on a single thing, which I can't really talk. How many unfinished projects do I have on YouTube alone? How many unfinished projects do I have on my fucking DeviantArt? Jesus Christ. But yeah, I think that's all for my shameless advertising. I'm done shilling at everyone for right now. Which also means I'm done really embarrassing Paradox in front of my entire audience. And I know I'm doing it. Don't you hide your feelings from me, boy. Just because there are, like, 2 people in here right now, I am going to, just hang tight for a moment and see if there's, like, anything either of them want me to cover regarding just the foreseeable future of my channel, anything they want me to elaborate on or possibly restate for Machi since he came in a bit late. It's just whatever. Oh, also, one other issue while I'm waiting to see if either of them have any questions for me or comments is, I'm in a bit of a debacle at the moment. No, that's not the right word. What is the right word? Impasse. I'm at a bit of an impasse with my channel because I did spruce it up earlier today to make it look a bit better. In that the channel trailer thingy. See, on one hand, I want to just keep to no channel trailer. Like, if you want to look into my stuff, look into my stuff. On the other hand, I feel like that channel realization video might be a fair representation of what I do. At least when I'm not being blatantly shitpost, or when I'm not blatantly shitposting at my own audience. But it wouldn't be representative of my non-live stream content. So that's something I have to think about. Something people can, give advice on if they want to do that. Be cool dudes, Machi, no. It's bad enough that I put my Pokemon Red Let's Play on the homepage. That's not gonna be my channel trailer. I refuse. Oh, one thing I will say about my Pokemon Red Let's Play is that I'm considering that partially incomplete at the moment. I might do a little bit extra with it. And, methinks that I want to try and remake that team in Fire Red and Leaf Green and run through the Sevi Islands stuff with it. I'm not completing the fucking Pokedex. God, no. If for no other reason than fuck figuring out how to do link cable nonsense with emulators, primary reason I'm not doing it. Besides, I question how many people actually want to just hear me be very frustrated at grinding every base level Pokemon in the game. Ugh. Although I've heard that frustrated me is entertaining to listen to. Or maybe I'm just friends with people. I had a word, but I lost it. I need sleep. But yeah, that's my basic half-hour-ish ramble about what I want to do with my channel. Yeah. Can I sleep? No, probably not. I will reattempt sleep when I end the video. But if I cannot end into sleeping, I think I'm just gonna make myself something to eat for the energy and then find something productive to do. Because this video is a nice heads up. I don't consider it overly productive. But yeah. You're right, Machi. I should figure out how to into DS emulators and do a Professor Layton Let's Play. That will be added to my to-do list. Because that actually could be fun. And then after that, Ace Attorney or something. I don't know how I want to handle DS emulation, actually. DS emulation has a few issues, depending on the game, just because dual screens. That's totally not what the DS stands for, guys. No, not at all. Just because the dual screens kind of matter for some games. Like their orientation, and they kind of don't for most of them. Actually, they really don't for most of them. I think for, like, Professor Layton or Ace Attorney, you know, I've been meaning to really get into the Dragon Quest series anyways. So I'll keep that in mind. Or knowing me, just, okay guys, so I said I'd do, Dragon Quest 9, so here's episode 1 of Dragon Quest Monsters Joker. That sounds like the kind of bullshit I'd pull on you guys. Yeah, friends to party, that could be fun. Actually, streaming from my computer is one of the things I'll test. Because I don't know how much my 8-year-old CPU is going to like that. Especially because I don't exactly have a lightweight recording software. Unless I wanted to re-download something I got rid of because I didn't think I'd use it, but oh well. I was being dumb. I tend to do that. People know this about me, I think. And then, but yeah, I think for like if I were to do Professor Layton or Ace Attorney, I could probably just offset the dual screens by having them be side by side instead of top to bottom. Because I think I could get away with that, and then it wouldn't be like those dumb cell phone vertical videos where it's like black bars. Also, for Pokemon, it like wouldn't fucking matter. Especially Heart Gold or Soul Silver. It wouldn't really matter what the fuck I did with the bottom screen because the bottom screen isn't relevant in Pokemon games. It's barely relevant in Sun and Moon. It's an overglorified hint system in Sun and Moon. I guess the question really is whether I'd want the top screen to be right or left. Final Fantasy 1 does need to happen. I will accept that. Yeah, I kind of figure as long as I stick to older stuff, XSplit should be good enough. Especially since, like, I'm not gonna be jumping on the 1080p crowd. I don't know how I feel about making one screen smaller and on the corner, honestly. I think that's mostly just because of the way I record, though. Honestly. Although with XSplit, I actually could do it in a way where it looks good to the viewer, and I wouldn't deal with the control issues that come with it, because XSplit's good about moving things around and placing them down. Ignore that. I dropped my bottles again. Oh well. At least it ain't booze, that'd be unfortunate. I think I probably will want to go through the Final Fantasy series on my channel as well. I mean, not just because Dissidia will probably consume my channel entirely once I get it and it comes out. Excuse me, reverse that. Once it comes out and I get it. I don't like pre-order culture, but it's genuinely tempting this time around. So, who knows? Also, I was tempted to do a retrospective for the Dissidia beta, but honestly, I think all the thoughts I had for it, I got out during my beta videos. And I think in this case, a retrospective where I can't play the game I'm talking about would be... that wouldn't feel good to me. That wouldn't be... I don't think that'd be right. I feel like I should have done the retrospective video while the beta was still going on. And now that the beta isn't going on anymore, unless I wanted to, like, format it similar to Pinball Opinions, which I guess I could do, I probably shouldn't either way, though. Because, like, if I'm gonna do a retrospective about the game, I want the game in question to be the background video. For reference. Remember how 10 minutes ago I said I might head out because I didn't have anything else in mind? The fuck happened to that? Oh, I definitely could do a Clicker Heroes retrospective. Nah. Nah, I really feel like I should do a game justice and have it playing in the background while doing a retrospective. Apparently, I'm being ordered to stay here by the Dream Maker. Ugh. Alright, fine, I can stick around until I inevitably attempt to pass out. That will also inevitably fail, because fucking hell. Ugh. But hey, at least... At least I'm going in knowing that isn't gonna do me any good. So I won't have any hopes to be let down on. Also, one other thing that came to mind for me is that, since I can grab all of that on PS4, if I end up getting that huge 1.2 or 1.5 and 2.5 Kingdom Hearts collection, I might end up just let's playing the entire series. Did they make a Bakugan DS game? I might have to check that out. On the other hand, Bakugan. Ugh. Several? Oh, I keep underestimating how popular that was. I mean, I could just let's play everything. Actually, you know, Machi, I'm glad I'm not the only one who has a problem when a digital version of a physical game does not follow the actual rules of a physical game. I say with Sacred Cards being my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh game. Whoops. Well. That said, while Sacred Cards was fucking beautiful, Rashif of Destruction took every good thing about Sacred Cards and ruined it. Fuck Rashif of Destruction. Especially with its stupid fucking life point system. God, fuck. Ugh. Bakugan Fighter? What? Also, Paradox has an interesting thought. In the comments, do up ya boy as a card. Say which card game. Give me stats. I want to know. Make me viable or don't. I Bakugan Tower Defense? What? I'd be, I think I'd Beatamon would be... I think I'm thinking Beatamon. The marble shooter would be more likely to make a tower defense out of, though. Yeah, am I thinking of it? Yeah. That should have been the one to get a tower defense, not fucking Bakugan. Or, God damn it. Well, of course I'm gonna be OP. God, this is me we're talking about, guys. Seriously, get with the program. You know, this is always about the point where I need to reset recently. I get to about here in this, like, okay, where are you? Amenhotep, throw the switch! We're going back! Fuck this! Ugh. You know? It's like mid-game hell. You know, that's the funny thing about Clicker Heroes. Early game is cancer. Mid-game is hell. I don't fucking know what late game's like, so maybe I can't speak there. And post-transcendence? Fuck if I know. And yet, I can genuinely say I like it? Question mark? It's fucking weird, man. I don't even know why I like it. Maybe I just like to see numbers be big. Is there one for Game Boy Advance? I might have to check that out. I also know that there was a Beyblade Game Boy Advance game, but it was stupid because the controls were so goddamn finicky with actually letting her fucking rip that like I couldn't. I couldn't. No. Nope. Give me the PlayStation 1 Beyblade. Only good Beyblade game. Virtual Beyblade game. Unless they made like one of those online toy simulators that companies were obsessed with back then. Did anyone else notice that, by the way? Yu-Gi-Oh! Came out with one at the time. Metabots, I think, had an online thing. I think Magic also came out with something around that time. I want to say that's... I know that there was another really popular thing that had like an online version of it, but I can't remember what. Oh well. PS7? Ugh. PS7 era Beyblades. That'd be like holograms, bruh. I don't need to buy no day discs. I got holograms, man. You ain't gonna start beef with holograms, are you? Or something, I don't fucking know. Well, I'm coming up on about 50 minutes here. I think I might go. Square! Ah! Give more Chrono, damn it! I will forever be pissed off at Square for abandoning Chrono after having so many plans. They had plans. Did you know? One of the like main writers for the Chrono series, I can't for the life of me remember when this interview happened, but I swear there was an interview with one of the main writers for Chrono Trigger. He came out and, he came out and actually openly said that he had pitched ideas for more Chrono Trigger. And Square was like, nah, man, nah, nope, it won't do good. And I'm just like, the fuck, Square? You're sitting on a gold mine and you know it. I mean, yeah, sure, okay. Cross was a flop. I'll admit it. I said it, Cross was a flop, everybody knows that. But, seriously. It's so upsetting, man. Especially with, when they teased Chrono Break and just, like, nothing came of that. Crimson Echoes did nothing wrong. See, you mentioned Chrono Trigger and this happens. And then, last year I think it was, or either the year before, when they teased their big conference with that remix of Frog's theme, nothing. Square deserved all those issues they got that year. And oh god, was it a glorious conference. Oh, whew. I wish I had been actually active on my YouTube at the time, so that I could just pinball opinions. That conference that year. Oh, that was... But yeah, I'm down for more Secret of Mana. For, like, both of your comments about it. And then, he accidentally teases a Let's Play that will probably never happen. Whoops. So one last thing. I am going to, mention before I head off for real this time, is that I'm also thinking of... Is that one thing I've been wanting to do for a while, and I think I'm now actually in a position to do, is a Let's Play that I've actually wanted to do since I started this channel. That I think I know. I think I have a group of people I can do it with. But the question is just willingness. Where, basically I want to play through Castle Crashers. But a full 4-man team, everyone starting from level 1. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, Castle Crashers. I'm gonna say too much more about Castle Crashers right now. But just saying, I think I'm finally in a position where I can do that. And with that, I'm going to attempt sleep and fail miserably.